your escort is my pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, I want to get. I'm smart enough to be scared of her.
Well, my father had business with you, and at one point it was left up to me to finish the business. So please, call the order in.
Their Majesties summon before them the companions of the Order of the Pelican. I actually have to be out there.
I know. You want to, well, no.
I am. Yo, you all.
Yes. Yeah. You're being overachiever.
I could do it from back here.
No, sir, overachiever.
So, is there somebody here who will beg the boon for this lady?
Aye.
How many?
Your Majesty, I beg a boon.
If it is a right and proper thing.
I ask that you elevate Ellis McMaurice to the Order of the Pelican.
It is. Noble lords and ladies, is it your opinion that this lady be a peer amongst your group?
Oh, yeah.
Aye.
Is there a royal peer to attest to Ellis's nobility?
I, Countess Petronella, would speak to Countess Ellis's nobility. The first time I met Ellis was at Crown Tourney in Korsvåg, when she inspired Count Hagen to win the day. And my first impression of her was nerves, which simply proved to me that she was sane. Because North Shield expects much of their queens. And she grew into this role, and she owned it, and she made it hers. And when she left the throne, she did not leave the service of the kingdom. She has served her group, she has served the kingdom, she has served royals. She has done it with grace and with humor. And that is why I, from afar, feel she's noble. But I also asked those members of the College of Svaty Sebesta what they found noble about her, because they see her in a much more intimate manner. They said things of her as, she is incredibly generous, but does it so you retain your dignity and it never feels like charity. She is a true rose, a compass rose, because she is a flower, but she also gives direction to the group and gives direction to the kingdom. She is the backbone of this group. She's a backbone in this region. They cannot imagine the SCA without her. I cannot imagine this kingdom without her. Your Majesties, I commend her to you.
Is there a member of the ship to attest to Ellis's chivalry?
Haven't heard enough from me. I, Countess Hagen, would speak for her. As I so ineloquently started to say about her when I sidetracked us, Ellis is a force to be reckoned with. She is first and foremost when there is something needs to be done, much like a knight. She does not do it out front, where everyone can see. Her actions are usually those in the shadow, and unsung is her duty. As far as many of the lessons of what a peer is, I have learned from her, and she is my peer.
Is there a master or mistress of the laurel to attest to her talents?
I would speak to that. I met Ellis, I think, at my first meeting in the SCA. We have traveled together. We were going to form a household together, the do-nothing household. Epic fail. Ellis has had the pure light qualities that she has today since the first day I met her. The only thing that has changed is how many people know. She has always served generously, without expectation of repayment, without thank yous. She stood up and sang at feast. She has always fully participated. The only thing that has changed is how many people know who she is. And she is definitely my peer.
Is there a member of the populace that wishes to speak?
I will speak for Alice. Before I begin, I would like to remind all of us about the symbolism of the pelican. In medieval bestiaries, we saw the pelican piercing her breast to nourish her young. And that is truly what this order is about. I'd like now to remind everyone here, who may not know Alice as well as I do, how this fits with what we hold dear in Northshield. Ducere, ministrare, illuminare. Ducere. She is now and always will be a part of Northshield lineage. She led us as queen with pride, reserve, and resolve. Ministrare. If you've ever attended an event in Svaty, you have drunk of her blood. If you have ever visited the Northshield's website, you have drunk of her blood. She does so much that we don't know about, that brings so much value to what we do every day. And finally, Illuminare. She is truly, now and always will be, a leading light. We, non-peers, not pelicans, should take to heart what she shows us. We should follow her, for truly, she lights the way.
Right mindful of your service to the society and the wishes of your peers. We are resolved to create you a mistress of the Pelican.
Know that to be a peer is to hold a sacred trust.
Know that to hold a peer is to hold a sacred trust. That's fine. That the obligation will demand your efforts.
Every moment of your life.
Every moment of your life.
For those who have admonishments, please speak now.
A peer must seek excellence in all endeavors, not for their own good, but for the good of others.
A peer must always seek justice, truth tempered with mercy.
A peer must remain loyal to the people and the ideals she chooses to live by.
A peer must defend their kingdom, their family, and those who depend upon them.
A peer must have the courage to sacrifice for the precepts and the people they value.
A peer must have faith in their beliefs.
A peer values the contributions of others and does not boast of their own accomplishments.
A peer recognizes the true nobility arises from the journey, not the destination.
Seek to emulate all this as sincerely as possible.
Not for personal gain, but because it's right.
Because it is.
Do not restrict your exploration.
Do not restrict your exploration to a small world. but seek to infuse
every
aspect
aspect
of your life with these qualities. Should you exceed even in a tiny measure, then you will be well remembered for your quality and your virtue. Knowing this, sire, accept elevation.
I do.
Will you pledge to continue and uphold the honor of this order?
I will.
Will you increase your labors and talents nobly as befits one of your rank, and seek to extend your talents and your abilities throughout the society? Will you teach and assist any dependents to serve as you have served?
I will.
Everybody likes
Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I think we were just
I here swear fealty to the crown of Norshield. To the best of my abilities, I promise to do the following. Listen with kindness, encourage, inspire, and counsel wisely. To be ever present. Oh, and to light the way by my example. Serve with care for the good of the land and her people. From this day forth,